hospital.
You juggalos out there, wipe that clown makeup off your faces.
Cast the monstrosities of the world. They all.
Well, I used to date Levy.
No kidding.
It's ATB, and my guest this week is Joe Monroe.
Hi.
You guys might remember him from several of my former co-hosts' crash outs. And, we did an episode last summer about Insane Clown Posse, about how great they were. And I thought, you know what? Joe, come back. Let's do another one.
And also how they deserve to be in the Hall of Fame and any wrestling Hall of Fame because how much work they've done and still do.
Yeah, ICP deserves all the flowers. Another group that seems to be getting a lot of love online right now, the Wyatt Six, who have been released. So maybe the answer for them is a little bit of a Till 5 fantasy here, just a taste of the Wyatt Sickos.
Okay, where are you going with this, Aaron?
I think that maybe the way that we should bring this group in, assuming we're going to keep this little creepy gimmick going, we keep building up the Callis family, and once they've won, we debut the Wyatts as the group that Leo Rush has been talking about, with his little creepy character of his, like he's gaining more power, he's getting bigger, he's talking about Callis getting more power, and his family. So, like, Leo Rush is kind of the messenger that the Wyatts are coming. I think that could be a fun way to bring him in.
That could be. I actually like creepy Leo Rush. At least he's doing something.
Yeah, I mean, Blackheart, is that what we're calling him?
Yep.
Yeah. I think that if we let the creepy Leo gimmick run, it can tie in with the creepy Wyatt's gimmick. Otherwise, just give me Gacy and Loomis as a tag team, and let Bo Dallas just go back to being Bo Dallas, Bo Leave on the Indies. I would absolutely love to see Bo Leave on Ring of Honor. It'd be great to see him pop up and tell Dalton Castle he has to Bo Leave in himself. That's our new Joe Hendry right there.
And that's great. You know, a lot of people, I said this a few weeks ago on the show with CZ, because he's a former NXT champion. Not people forget about that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like, the modern wrestling fans, like, oh, they win the NXT title, they're actually going to win the WWE title. Well, no, Bo Dallas is one of those prime examples. And dare I ask, the current MLW champion is another prime example.
Well, I like Karrion. I want great things for him. But I don't know that he fits the WWE mold.
No.
Really.
No,
That's the thing. A lot of these releases, I hate to see anybody lose their job, obviously, but I don't know that the Aleister Black, Zelina Vega, and the Wyatts fit with we want to be considered a real sport WWE.
And that's another thing we said too. WWE is now hitting the former athlete market, as I like to say.
They want these D1 first in line contracts with people.
Yeah.
And that's the people they want to push.
They want to push their own people that came out of the Performance Center.
Well, and not just that. They have an idea. They want these bodybuilders. They want Brock Lesnar's running around. And fuck Brock Lesnar. I don't care. Everybody wants to cry that his career's over. The man's been the worst part-timer. He's the one that brought part-time wrestlers into the forefront.
Oh, well.
He's wrestled 4 matches in 2 years. Will Ospreay's wrestled 6 after having neck surgery.
Literally, right after.
Yeah. So don't hand me that Lesnar's some great guy. He couldn't handle the grind. Triple H's grind that he loves to talk about so much. No, Lesnar, he packed his ball and went home.
Literally, he did that. Had a great 2-year run whenever he first started. Then after that, he goes, I just got sick of it.
So he decided to go to the NFL. How'd that work out for him?
That didn't work out too well. But he did. It did. I will give him credit. It did work out for him in the UFC. It
Well,
did.
he went there, and then when he got diverticulitis, he's like, well, crap, I got to make money somehow. Back to wrestling he goes.
Back to WWE.
Yeah. I hate to see everybody crying about him when, to me, if he really wants to leave, let's take his money and keep some of these other talent, keep the machine guns around.
Yeah, that one shocked me because it what, not even 2 years?
Yeah.
I was like, you guys ain't going to build up probably one of the best tag teams ever? No? You give them the tag titles whenever they first come and that's it? That's all we're getting?
I feel like they're going to have to cut the tag team division down to one and just leave it at that. Because they're not going to push tag teams. Vince McMahon never liked them anyways.
Yeah.
Because then you had to buy 2 plane tickets instead of 1.
Tag team wrestling's a lost art form, dude.
It really is. The Guns are great artists at it, though. I want to see the Guns go to JCW really bad. I really want to see.
They would fit right in.
I want to see the Guns against the Brothers of Funstruction in the Battle of Detroit, because they're Detroit teams. And then in a battle for Detroit, we have the Guns against the Outbreak.
Now that would be fun.
Yeah, I think that would be the right way to bring in that team. I think they could have a good short run in JCW. It'd be a blast.
100%.
Yeah. I think the Wyatts could fit in there.
The Wyatts easily could.
I really do expect that we will see Loomis and Gacy in AEW.
Yeah, I can see that because I don't think Gacy got all of his, didn't get too much of a shine with Wyatt 6. He just kind of got lost in the shuffle, which is sad because the guy's got a voice on him.
So, not a knock to anyone's talent. I don't think that it was a smart idea to create a stable based on a character for a guy who passed away that never got to finish the storyline. This was just a bad idea to begin with.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do this, the answer would have been a comic book.
I don't even think that. I would do, at least, since I want to get into films all of a sudden, I would have either done like a short mini series or a film at this point.
I remember WWE films. I know how that all worked out.
Oh, come on. See no evil, Aaron.
Yeah, man. I need to see Uncle Howdy with a 3-foot-long penis. That's what we all need to see. Yeah. Yeah. Follow the red beard. See, no, I just
but you know what? I could see a part if they could get the licensing agreement with for characters. If someone like a Tom Savini or somebody could actually do a good story with this, that would be amazing.
Savini could help with the props.
Because wasn't the guy who helped create the Fiend's look? He was a student under Savini, was he not?
Yeah.
Okay.
But at the same time, man, what's this movie? Like,
True.
It's all taking place in one guy's head who has a rabbit and a pig and an uncle and a sister. Is that not pretty much what Firefly's Funhouse was? It was all in Bray's head?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, I don't really know how that movie would translate. Honestly, I hate to be this guy to point it out, but if he was that big of a draw, then WWE would have pushed him to begin with.
Because we talked this off camera, I don't think they really knew what they were going to do with Bray when he came back. No,
they were just trying to get back everybody before they went to AEW. That's all it was. And I think that they should have left it as a big what if in pro wrestling.
Yeah, that would.
What if Bray Wyatt had lived long? You know, there's a lot of room to rebuild this and these guys' careers. I hope we see more from them.
Yeah, especially Loomis and Gacy too.
Yeah, I think that Nikki Cross will probably just go ahead and retire at this point because she kind of seemed like she was leaning that way before this opportunity came around.
Yeah, she was leaning that way. Plus, Eric Redbeard is probably going to be.
man. I'm interested to see what Redbeard does because he posted a pretty good little teaser on Twitter. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out.
I have not. I'll check it out after we get off here. But yeah, best of luck. I can see now if MLW's smart. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this.
Snatch them all up.
I would snatch them all up, especially Alistair and Zelina.
Dude, Alistair and Zelina against Cross and Scarlett will be so much fun there.
Yep.
I think that there's a lot of opportunity with those people in MLW. I really think that, well, and I don't know that Black will go back to AEW. The people on that roster have made it kind of clear they're not real interested in it.
Yes.
So
they can every single one of these people that just got released, especially people like the Motor City Machine Guns and Zelina and Alistair, can easily pull a Cody, make probably the same, if not more money, traveling, going to the independent scene, and having.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the Guns signed it because they wanted to say they'd been there.
Yeah,
they needed,
and they won the tag team titles. So
yeah. Well, and the Guns are one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
Absolutely, your tag team's favorite tag team, which is the truth.
I don't know that the Briscoes consider them their favorite tag team.
But, you know, like the tag teams that were in WWE currently.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rascals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of influence from.
Yeah, I think that there was still a lot of potential there with pretty much most of the people on the roster. I mean, they got rid of the first winner of LFG.
Yeah.
I got a real kick, which my argument to that is Daniel Puder. He fucking won tough enough, and nobody's real concerned about that. So
may even have more of a career.
Yeah, Matt Capitelli had more of a career than Daniel Puder.
Was it Maven and Nina that won that their years, right?
Yes, they won it. Or wait,
yeah, it was Maven.
Yeah, but who did Jackie Haas win it with?
Son of a gun, I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank.
I don't remember.
I can't.
But I thought she won a season too. That's been 25 years, Joe.
Yeah.
And you know what? At 25 years, you kind of have to start doing some remodeling.
We're getting old.
Yeah, but you know what I recommend if you need to do some remodeling?
What would you recommend?
You can go see my good friends at Stover's Liquidation in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, located at 481 Tulsa Road in Oak Ridge. You can call them at 865-523-4449. They are available online 24 hours a day at www.stoversliquidation.com, or they're open from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. at both locations, Oak Ridge and Cookeville, at 452 West Broad Street in Cookeville, Tennessee. You can give them a call at 931-526-2591. Tell them the Till 5 sent you. Now, Joe, you've been playing with a little friend there. I know that you're a child at heart with all of your action figures.
Not as big as brother, but.
So, Joe.
Yes.
Maybe it's time for Joe Monroe's master figure class.
Okay, well, we'll get to the stuff we talked about because I found a figure that I think you would love. And it is one of the AEW CM Punks with the AEW jacket because it's pretty freaking ironic now.
I mean, if you want to go that route.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But you know what? They did Punk pretty. The figure itself, you know.
AEW's figures are great.
Yeah, they're pretty great. I got a couple of their Lumiere. Is that what they're called? Lumiere figures?
Luminaires?
Luminaires, thank you. Lumieres, yeah, the freaking
beauty in the Here's the candle.
But you know, I got a few of them. I actually got rid of some, but ones I want to point out because of the documentary that just put out. This is one that I think you enjoyed. This is one of my recent ones.
I love the WCW Hogan like that.
Yeah, plus
it's so cheesy.
Plus, it came with the belt. I mean, I couldn't pass it up with the belt because the figure not that hard to find. The belt pretty hard to find, so it's pretty cool. And we'll keep on cruising with some Hogan figures. This is one of my personal favorite ones.
The grip and flips.
The grip and flips, yes. I had another one I was going to bring out, but you know what? I cannot reach it, so I'm not going to grab it. But yeah,
it's Goldberg. Nobody cares.
No, exactly. Well, I have Malenko too, so I was going to go Malenko. But then we'll cruise on with the elites. This is one of my favorite elites of Hogan. It's still WCW, but
that was the WCW premiere Hogan, right? With the Viper.
Yes. And of course, you can't go wrong with the ultimate.
The NWO Hogan.
Yeah.
Brother. That's the Hogan that got me hooked on wrestling.
And I did this just for you, buddy.
Scott Hall with the TNT or with the TV championship.
Hey, big man, what's up with this? Am I going to get free TV dinners or something with this? I mean, what's going on?
Well, that's what led to Hacksaw Jim Duggan finding it in a trash can.
Then poor Hacksaw Jim Duggan became part of Team Canada, then getting kicked out of Team Canada.
Hacksaw had a weird run in WCW, man. It was rough.
Oh, hang on. I do got something that's pretty cool from one of my good friends at Books, Brews, and Barbecue. I was able to pick this up from him, a signed Blue Meanie. Yes, Legends of Professional Wrestling. I'm not a big fan of this series, but I do like the Blue Meanie in this series.
I have a Shane Douglas from that series, also signed.
Yeah. Let's see. This one, this line featured Jim Cornette, New Jack, which we're finally getting the lead of, thank God. PJ freaking
Polaco.
Whatever. That stupid.
Just incredible.
Whatever. Brian Myers, Doc Gallows, and Nick and Mac Jackson.
Okay.
So that's series he came out of. But it's still pretty sweet. I mean, they were really cool about it. It's one of those like, oh, well, I'm never going to find this again. I probably will, but locally, no. So let's pick it up. But yeah, this is the most recent one I picked up. And you know me, I like collecting outside the box, but where it's signed, I'm not going to open it.
Yeah, you can't open it at that point. You've got to put it up forever.
Yeah, but that's just some. And you know how many figures I got? I got a lot of them.
I see. We've got the Natural Disasters behind you.
Yes, with the the tag titles are over there. But yeah, we got the Natural Disasters. I got the tag titles. Not really a figure, but one of my favorite autographs. It's a Sacco signed Cactus Jack because I had my Cactus Jack shirt on when I met Mick Foley.
Well, that's different.
Didn't get to talk to him, but yeah, it is different. It's unique. Plus, I have this. This is my favorite Sting figure, which is, hey, guess where from? AEW. Yep. So it's pretty cool. Like I put the regular head on here, but the head swap actually has the rat tail. And there's Ozzy. What's going on?
Make your appearance.
I'm surprised Yoda hasn't made her appearance, but I think she's in there with the wife. Because usually she crawls up right behind me and tries to get on the WCW shelf that they have knocked down several times.
So, Ozzy, did you catch Joe's episode last week with CZ?
Yes.
Did you watch a little bit of Joe talking about the Bullet Club? Now, my favorite Bullet Club member, I think everybody's favorite Bullet Club member, probably Finn Balor.
Yeah, Prince Devitt, absolutely.
Well, Joe, maybe you should tell us all about From Fergal to Finn.
So, I mean, obviously, he started wrestling in Ireland, very young age. Then eventually made his way, and I'm not doing a deep dive. If you want to do a deep dive later, leave a comment below and I'll do an episode on it. But eventually, made it over to Japan. And from there, he was the real rock and roller, which if you haven't watched that movie, great film. I suggest highly watching it. Kind of got the idea from that. And from that, he's a straight shooter, and that became Bullet Club.
It was such a fun group with Machine Gun Carl Anderson,
yes,
Bad Luck Fale, Tama
Then
not to be confused with Tala Tonga.
Yeah,
or Shorta Tonga.
How the mighty
Wada Tonga.
I can't believe what they've done to poor Tama Tonga. Oh, God, Tonga Loa, but Tama Tonga. Oh God. This dude was a legit threat in New Japan. But, Prince Devitt, or Finn Balor, as people know him now, 100%. He recruited one heck of a super group, and they were really, really dangerous. And this was before the Demon. He had full body paint. He'd paint himself up like Venom or Carnage, or
yeah,
it was
he
like
did the Joker entrance.
Yeah, and he had an entrance. I think it was over in Europe. He had a Hannibal Lecter entrance, which puts you kind of in mind of Sabu, and it was just like, wow, this guy's freaking great. So great that WWE eventually signed him to NXT, and this is where we get the Demon Finn Balor, and then the rest is history with him.
We have banger after banger after banger in NXT.
Yes.
Debuts on the main roster, wins the title, and gets hurt on the same night.
Same freaking night, thanks to Seth freaking Rollins.
And he never gets the main event back that he deserves.
No, not even with AJ. Because that WrestleMania match with AJ was freaking phenomenal. No pun intended. That should have been for a title. 100%. And I know that we talk about Bullet Club this coming week, but WWE had a very, very missed opportunity. I know they called them the Club and
Balor Club,
the OC, or
what?
I'm like,
you should have put them all four together at least once.
Yeah, you should have had a Bullet Club reunion, and Vince was like, "Nah, don't like it, pal. We'll just name them something else."
Well, Triple H could have done that the last few years.
Absolutely.
We could have been running with Bullet Club against the MFTs.
Yeah, I'd put them somewhere better at least.
I don't think it would have been bad. I really think that could have worked.
Well, yeah, because you finally would get Tama out of there. Thank God. Well, you'd probably get both of the God out of there.
Well, you would be establishing them much more as bigger names at that point, as something that matters at that point. But at this point,
it's a disappointment to see where those two came from and where they're at now.
But it's not a case for. I like that Finn's back to dominate.
Yeah, I think now, I don't know if it'd be a little too late, but technically, you still kind of sort of could start the BC Club or BC Balor Club. It probably won't mean as much as what it was without Doc and Gallows there, or not the same person.
Yeah, look, WWE can sign them back up tomorrow. We both know that.
Yeah, without having Anderson and Gallows. That's what I was trying to say. You got to have those two. In my mind, you got to have those two. Then you have at least Tonga in the group. Kind of get the original ones back. That is the original club.
I don't know. It might be interesting to let him start a whole new Balor Club on Raw.
If he gets the right young talent.
I mean,
maybe Javon Evans?
Hell, I would go we've got Evil coming in. Not that he's that great of a worker, but you could put him as the muscle behind Balor, just like Finlay was.
Honestly, I would dig deep and just find Finlay.
I wouldn't bother with Finlay. He's not marketable. He's not in the least. New Japan can keep
but
him.
I see where you're going. Evil would much rather be marketable than
Plus,
it ties back to the Japanese roots, to the New Japan roots.
Yep. You let it be that Balor is tapping back into his roots of New Japan.
Yeah.
And you start it like Evil. Hell, they've got 40 some odd people in NXT that you could slap in there. You could also split up the MFTs and let the Gorillas of Destiny come back to Finn.
Or the Firing Squad get their dad. I'm sorry. When they had that because I love that Firing Squad logo. I know it was
pretty dope.
That was dope, and plus that song.
Yeah.
Oh God, beautiful. Plus, I mean, you had their dad, who was first off a monster and a legend in his own right.
Yeah, if you're not afraid of Haku, something's wrong with you.
Yeah, because
spitting rhymes.
Yeah, even Paul Heyman at his Hall of Fame speech. If anybody tries to mess with you, just remember you're 2 seats down from Haku.
So I know you covered all of Bullet Club on your show with CZ.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about the man who really established them.
Yeah.
So the end of Bullet Club
I don't know.
came about with the War Dogs, and now they're running wild on AEW.
Yeah.
So I'm really enjoying the group in AEW.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting.
I think that Clark Connors is a damn blast with this sleazy character that he's playing right now. Him and Finlay slap the tag titles on him. I'm game.
It's odd. I think we talked about this off camera, how short of a time he's been in the business.
Connors especially. He was
Yeah.
one of the first New Japan LA dojo students. And here he is now, and he started when he was in his early 20s.
Like 24, I believe is what you
I
said.
think 23, 24, somewhere around in there. And if you're going to be that age starting in wrestling, that's saying a lot.
More power to you.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Your joints are already starting to get old at that point for wrestling.
Especially if you played sports beforehand.
Yeah.
Because, oh gosh. But you know, I mean, I don't have anything against the War Dogs. It was a bittersweet ending for Bullet Club, but it's like, how long can this really last?
Yeah, at least they had an ending, unlike the NWO.
Yeah, it was a bittersweet ending, but it ended with someone who had a legitimate family dynasty, who was legitimately tough, and coincidentally is an Irishman. So it ended. So it started and ended with an Irishman. So
we bookended it with Irishman.
Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Joe, but you're an Irishman, right?
Yeah, my family came from Ireland to America. That is correct.
What would be the favorite color of the Irish?
You see, it depends. In liquid form, it's gold, aka beer, or any form of whiskey, or green.
As in Green Hemp Company?
Exactly,
because
like Green Hemp Company.
They're rolling in the foothills of the Smokies from 9 a.m. until 10 p.m. Monday through Friday, from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. on Sundays. My good friend Hot Donna has all of the best quality THC products you could find. They're rolling with strawberry ice, blueberry soda pop. They've got gelato. They've got all of the strains that you could want right now at 2560 East Andrew Johnson Highway, Suite 3 in Greenville, Tennessee. Make sure to stop by and see them and tell them the Till 5 sent you.
Wait, hang on. Was that Ozzy rolling in some catnip green hemp?
No. That would be an expensive catnip treat for Ozzy.
I mean, he was rolling in the foothills of the Smokies, looks like in that photo.
He was. Pepper really enjoys her catnip.
So Timmy, who is our tuxedo cat, he absolutely loves it too.
Timmy the tuxedo cat. That tracks, Joe.
Well, his original name was Tiny Tim because for the first 3 to 4 months of his life, everybody else was, getting their growth spurts. He's still fat, like that. He was that small for the longest time, so we called him Tim. And just all of a sudden, he hit a growth spurt. Now he's one of the biggest cats we got. I don't know if it was by chance or luck or what happened, but yeah, and more vocal too. But if you give that cat catnip, it's like a cat Cheech and Chong episode with him and Yoda, my cat Yoda, who surprisingly has not appeared today.
Yeah, Yoda hasn't popped up. I'm surprised by that.
I would say she's probably in there with Lib.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
But
Libby's in there reading and enjoying the quiet away from you.
But yeah, she it's like a Cheech and Chong episode. Like, hey man, what's going on? Can you believe what is like these treats, man? They made a labradoodle.
Well, I've got the Temptations, the catnip, like mix ones.
That's what I got.
Because, and Pepper has this thing like her eye will mess up if she has too much of it and will like bulge out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes if I don't keep the treats locked in the closet, she'll knock the box down and pull the lid off of it while we're gone. And like I came home Saturday and the box of treats was sitting on the floor. And she had opened the lid but hadn't got it all the way off. I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
You're just getting that contact, huh?
Oh, yeah. So you alluded to it with Scott Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Our final segment tonight, top 5 WCW TV champions.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to start at your favorite or your least favorite?
We'll start least favorite. And also, if you want a history of this, it's one of our highest viewed episodes on the Joe Monroe Show. Go check it out, the history of the television title. Not only do I cover the WCW, I also cover all television titles. You can ask ATV. That was a lot.
Yeah. It looks like AEW is getting rid of their television title soon.
Yeah, weird. That's really weird.
It's almost like they're going to streaming.
Oh.
Huh.
The streaming, you see, the streaming championship, that don't got a nice ring to it. I don't know.
Isn't that kind of like the internet championship?
Woo, woo, woo. Anyways.
So you're number 5. Greatest
number
of all
5.
time.
So are we sticking with WCW?
Yes.
Okay. So number 5. I'm sorry, Alex. I believe I would have to say, well, no. Hang on. Give me a second here. Because I'm re-looking at this list real quick. I want to say, well, worst ever is, no offense.
Well, I'm not going to say worst ever. My number 5 out of my top 5.
Oh, number 5 out of top 5. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then let me just double check something real quick. Yeah, okay. I hate saying it, but Alex Wright, I liked him as a TV champion, even though he won it one time. That's just a guilty pleasure champion. So there you go.
This one might surprise you, given my distaste of this guy. My number 5 is Chris Jericho.
See,
I loved Jericho in WCW as the TV champion. So much fun.
Was this when he was doing that Goldberg versus Jericho?
Yes. He had the Ralphus security guards and everything back then. Yep.
Oh.
That was my favorite era of Jericho outside of Yun's made the list.
He had too much fun with that, you know it. My favorite WCW. See, we're on number 4, right?
Yep.
Number 4 would be no, Disco Inferno. I'm sorry.
Lord Steven Regal.
So Lord Steven Regal is my number 3.
Okay. I mean, we agree Regal belongs on this list.
Absolutely.
I put Regal at number 4. Loved his reign, loved his matches with Ikea and Rey Mysterio in early '97. That was probably my favorite Lord Steven Regal era.
Mm-hmm.
So
I said number 3. I have to agree with you. Lord Steven Regal, which we're, by the way, getting a Monday Night War figure of, finally. Thank God.
Are we going to get a real man's man William Regal at some point with the construction worker outfit?
I wish we will. I hope so.
You wish we will.
I wish we will.
So, since he was your number 3,
mm-hmm.
My number 3 is actually Johnny B. Bad.
Explain.
I just really like Johnny B. Bad as TV champion, dude. Like I feel like that was such a fun era for him. Like that was to me, that was his peak,
mm-hmm.
especially in WCW. But
whose idea was it to dress Mark Merrow as Little Richard to call him Johnny B. Bad? Dusty.
Oh my God, I don't remember who it was, but it was.
It was Dusty. He
was it Dusty?
Yes, because remember the segment, the recreation of the Shockmaster segment on Raw with DX. Because Triple H legit asked that question, and Dusty goes, "That was me."
I didn't remember it, but
it got over back then.
Yeah, I mean, I liked Johnny B. Bad with his Little Richard gimmick. I really loved the confetti poppers that he'd bring out and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Johnny B. Bad was fun.
And yeah, he was fun. My number 2 was really fun, and it's one I wish I could find a replica mask of, and that's the Ultimo Dragon.
Okay.
That is
I liked. Fair enough. I have a dragon mask I bought from him.
Yeah. I need to get one because I recently got me a La Parka mask that's put up right now, but I need to get an Ultimo Dragon. But Ultimo Dragon, I mean, as a kid, especially when he came out for all those titles.
Yes.
Come on, dude. And just the way he was way ahead of his time.
Dragon was a great worker. I'm surprised because there's 2 guys that I really had figured that you would have put him on, but Dragon makes sense too. I liked Ultimo Dragon. I had forgotten about his reign. I tend to think of him more with cruiserweights.
He's actually got multiple reigns with the television title. He has multiple reigns. But who's your number 2?
Booker T.
Okay.
Again, we're in that 98, like that era of Booker T. Booker T against Rick Martel, against Perry Saturn, Marty Jannetty, all from February and March of 98.
Mm-hmm.
That reign to me is what established Booker T as a solo star.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed, I liked Booker as TV champion. I think that Booker was a hell of a worker throughout his WCW career and part of that WWE. And then he just got lazy and started collecting checks at TNA.
Yeah, my number is going to surprise you.
I hope that it's the same one I've got, because if it's not, something's wrong with it.
Well, there's probably going to be something wrong because he only held it one time, and it was only for 29 days.
Well, then there's something wrong with it.
My number 1, and this is just personal. My number 1 pick is without a shadow of a doubt. Well, no.
Oh, motherfucker, you've said Disco Inferno, Alex Wright. You might as well spit out whoever the shitty 29-day champion is.
It's actually Conan. Because it was nice to see Conan have a title.
Well, I mean, he was a U.S. champion.
Well, this was before that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it was nice to see him with it. Plus, it's Conan. Who better than Conan? Nobody. As a kid growing up, it was nice to see Conan.
A peek behind the curtain here, Joe. What are the first 2 letters of my first name?
A.
Who's the greatest WCW television champion of all time?
I mean, I ain't going to dispute that. It is Arn Anderson.
The only answer is Arn Anderson.
Now, if we're going back that far, dang it. Now, hang on. That changes the list entirely.
4 reigns, 800-plus days, the king of the spine buster, Ric Flair's right-hand man during their time in the business, Arn Anderson was the shit.
Well, you can also... Well, if you want to go back that far, you can also say Greg Valentine was a good one. Ric Flair was a good one. Ricky Steamboat was a good one. And this is technically during the Georgia Championship because that title still has lineage with the WCW television title.
I'm surprised you didn't decide to put over Ricky Steamboat or Steve Austin.
Well, they're forgettable in my mind. I know.
Yeah, wait. Hold on.
I know.
Ricky Steamboat and Stunning Steve Austin's television title matches are forgettable. But by God, give me that 29-day reign of Co-fucking-Nan. Yeah. That's the shit I need to see. Hey, you know what? Instead,
personal top 5. So,
yeah, well, where was Tom Zink at? Where was the Z-Man?
He was out the door. I never could stand the Z-Man. No offense to the guy.
Fun fact. Benoit held that belt 3 times and held it for less time than Prince Ikea.
Yep.
What do you know?
Yeah, what do you know? Shocker, right?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get why you liked Conan personally.
Yeah, so that's why I picked it. I was like, I'm going to throw him for a loop. So
Your personal opinion sucks if you think that Conan's better than Arn Anderson.
nah, well, I didn't say that. It's personal, but historic. Now, from a history aspect, absolutely nobody.
Well, what's the name of your show, Joe?
It's the history of pro wrestling, but you said personal. My personal and historic facts are separate 9 times out of 50. But
9 times out of 50? Fuck. I don't know that those are good odds, Joe.
it's not. So I have my guilty pleasure list and I have the historic list. Okay. So there's is distinct.
Well, there's a reason that I always acknowledge CM Punk as being probably my all-time favorite, but not the greatest.
Right. I mean, I'm a big CM Punk fan myself.
I mean, CM Punk is no Shawn Michaels.
No. Oh God, no.
We all know that Shawn is the GOAT.
Yeah. There's never going to be another Shawn Michaels like there's, I hate saying it, there's never going to be another Hulk Hogan. There's never going to be another Kurt Angle. There's never, ever going to be another Stone Cold Steve Austin.
You know, Kurt won my first, or the Till 5 GOAT, the original one that we had.
Yep, I remember that.
I think I'm going to run it back here in a couple of months and crown a new GOAT. A second place GOAT, so to speak. I don't see him making it real far in this. I like Sting, but I don't see him making it real far in the GOAT.
No. But yeah, like I said, opinions are like assholes. We all, everybody's got one. But yeah, that's the fun thing about lists. There's not really a wrong answer. It's whatever, personally, there's never a wrong answer.
But there's not really a wrong answer unless you're saying that Conan's better than Arn Anderson.
Yeah. But everybody has different opinion. And like I said, I could probably change that list within a week.
Well, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah. But the Conan, I figured will throw you for a loop. But that's a guilty pleasure champion. So, but agreed. Arn Anderson is 100% the greatest, television champion of all time, up there with Booker T. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I think I really enjoy both of those guys throughout their career.
Even freaking Finlay's won this title.
Well, and I think it's great looking back at how many of these guys were great stars but didn't win a world title. They held the TV title instead.
Well, if you want to get technical, Roddy Piper won this, prior to the WCW thing.
Yeah, Georgia Championship.
Exactly. So he won that too. If I'm not mistaken, Jake the Snake Roberts won it too. So that lineage, again, you need to go seriously plug this episode, but go watch it on my show. That lineage between Georgia and the WCW title, it's freaking insane. And just watch it.
There you go. The History of Pro Wrestling on YouTube.
Yep.
Joe Monroe, the history of what's your channel name, Joe?
It's the Joe Monroe Show, and it's under the History of Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
See, I'm smart enough to create my own playlist. Okay.
I've got all of mine broken down by season.
Yeah. So there you go. But yeah, it's interesting. Oh well, you forgot Larry Zbyszko won this too.